Today's video will be a review on this Seaflo 12-volt 3-gallon per minute water pump. I've had this installed in my Round Pro Master van conversion that I did 2.5 years ago. You know what? Actually, August is going to be 3 years. So, shows you right there, it's a good pump. It's my third one. I've actually owned two 12 volts. And the very first conversion I did about, I don't know, 2016 maybe. It was a trailer conversion, a motorcycle trailer I turned into a RV. And I did not have a 12 volt system at the time. Wasn't very familiar, other than owning a bunch of RVs, but not really knowing that much about them other than they're problematic. That's the reason I've done 3 conversions since then. Never had problems with mine. If I do, fix it myself. Typically I carry the tools with me and I can fix pretty much anything other than having to get the part. So the first 12 volt, the first one 10 volt plugs into a household standard plug, and I had to have my inverter on, obviously, to run it, and that draws extra power, and it's just another little pain. Now I just have a 12 volt water switch that you would put on here, and there's different series, but the 3 gallons per minute, and also it has 55 psi's, and it minimum amperage is 3 amps, goes up to 7.5. I've never put a meter on it, but from what I read, it seems like it pulls about 4 amps. It's self-priming up to 6 vertical feet. If you run it dry, will not damage the pump, according to the website. These are 1/2-inch barb fittings and a water filter that came with it. This particular one I actually bought extra. I always keep an extra one on me. They're 1/2-inch for your water hose, and on this particular side is going to be coming from your water tank to here, water tank to here, and I do put white tape on it. There aren't any seals, rubber seals in it, so I never had a problem. So the water hose goes in here, obviously, and put it on first, and then put your that, and this actually connects directly onto the water pump. See if we can get a good picture here. This is actually going to click actually on, I think it's this side. It'll tell you it's got up there in and out. So this is going to connect directly onto the water pump. This barb fitting is going to connect on this side, and obviously your hose there. I used over my time of experiencing with water pumps and RVs and all that, you don't want no vibration from it, the least as possible. And this is super quiet, but it is under my bed conversion in my trunk area, garage area. So what I did, I went with about a 4 or 5 inch, the same part of the water hose over here. I'll show you in a minute. I went about 6 inches, maybe 4, 5, 6 inches, and then and that's where I connected the PEX tubing to. And the reason they say that, because it has 4 rubber feet on it on the bottom, and screw it down, and then between that and the a little bit of flex that 6-inch piece of hose got, it helps with the vibration, which I really never hear it that much unless I stick my head down there. Okay, this is again 12 volt. I used 16 gauge wire, stranded, and of course red and black. Red goes to your positive with an inline fuse. I believe I used a 10 amp inline fuse, which I'll show you a few things here inside the RV. Trunk area in the RV, bed's up there, and let me turn the lights on here. Alrighty. Again, this is just a review. It's not an install video. It's real simple to install. All right, focused in pretty good. And by the way, that Allen wrench down there, sitting there, got a little pink thing on it, a little tab. There's so many things to remember in an RV. So on front of it, in front of the pump, there's a little hole you put the Allen wrench in, and if you got any cycling of the pump going on, that it will adjust it out. You go just turn it one way, turn it the other way, and it'll make it go away. I've only had to do it one time, but now again, that's assuming you don't have a water leak somewhere, because typically that's why you pump cycles, when you have a water leak. I did not have one, so probably, I have no idea, maybe air in the system or something. So you see the braided water hose here, half inch going into the barb, and then it's really hard to get back there and see it, but on the other side of the water hose is the soft pipe. And actually I've got a brass, if you can see it back there, let's see, I got a brass right there, there you go. That brass thing is a backflow preventer that I purchased from Lowe's, and then I got a soft pipe on the other side of that as well. And so then I go into the hard pipe system. Most of it's PEX. There's a little bit of PVC, and my 12 volt is right there, and that's where the fuse goes. Now I do have some, because I got so much equipment in here, I should have bought a bigger 12 volt fuse block, but I do have a inline fuse and everything, and believe it or not, this looks like chaos of wiring. I know exactly where everything is, how it works. We're gonna go inside real quick, walk you over here with me, and I'll show you the switch. Very simple, just run your hot wire. Let's get some lights on in here. Oh, I don't need that one. How about something else here? Let's see what we got. Apologize for that. Let's see. I really wasn't thinking about the switch in here. Anyway, all right, the red goes here. The red goes back out to the battery, or technically the fuse block, and the red light comes on. And so, I mean, there it is. I've done nothing but turn the switch on. And we'll turn that bad boy back off. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I've got most all my lights on 12 volt as well now. I do always keep a little bit of 110 going on just in case 12 volt system have a problem, batteries or something, house batteries. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Hopefully it'll help you make a decision whether you want to buy this particular water pump. It's proven to work very well for me from my experience. I'll have a link in my description, an Amazon link to this exact same water pump. Again, I've been using this Seaflo water pump since about 2016. 3 pumps in about 5 years. I've been using the other 2 conversions I sold, obviously, when I bought the new Round ProMaster and converted it. There's a lot more specs involved, but it's pretty much, I gave you the most important ones. If you click on the link in Amazon, it won't cost you anything to purchase it through my channel. I'm affiliate with Amazon, and the stuff that I review is only the stuff I've purchased, I personally own. I'm not going to review something I have personally owned and tested out. That makes no sense. I've done a couple of Tractor Supplies and Harbor Freight stuff, but the Amazon link just seems easiest for people to purchase the same product. They give me a tiny bit of commission, which would help out my channel just to keep it going.